Welcome to the Challenge Show. It's gonna be part 2 of the camper build, the Shanty Redneck Toy Hauler camper build. So we're gonna get in there and we're gonna get the rest insulation up, a lot of the wiring, and then try to get the walls up if I can do that today. Putting this stuff doesn't expand as much all the way around the bottom. So right here, I'm putting a plug on the outside. So this is to mount the plug to. It'll sandwich the box, the outdoor box. It'll sandwich the metal into this wood, and then I cut it out because there's not enough space for the wire to run. Now I'm gonna run this wire up and straight over. So I thought y'all was recording, but the camera wasn't even on, so cool. Yeah, so like I said, I ran that through the wall. I just drilled a hole. It's real simple. Just drilled a hole from the inside out, and then stuck that wire out there, bent it up, and I just taped it up. Like I said, there's gonna be a gap up here in the wood, so I'm running it up, followed that gap, crammed it in there, so all the way in that corner, so I have a little bit extra slack, and then cram the wire in behind this plate right here. And then same thing around this, and right here is where the plug's gonna be, so that should give me enough wire to run that. Then I'll start my wiring there, or end it there, whatever, and I can run down this gap, which I'll show you when I get closer to done. So yeah, I've got the ceiling lights wired up. I'm gonna have to poke one more hole, but I'm probably gonna wait until I get the box so I can go ahead and mount it and then wire it up and run it in here. That'll be for the front porch light, and then I'm gonna run another wire to this cabinet and split off of it and run another wire over here to this cabinet. And I think that will be it for my 12 volt in the ceiling. So, yep, let's do it. Alright, so back to, I've said before, when I got help, I'm going to utilize that help. So, didn't get this recorded. I actually, again, thought it was recording, so I kind of just, hit the button on the GoPro and go from there. But you see, we got ceiling up, and now we have the walls back up. Work on getting these there's little staples from the old trim. I'm going to work on getting those out. Maybe do a little sanding if I need to, and I think my lovely wife is going to be painting. So I have some trim board I'm going to start staining up. So we're going to get that stained up. I'll show you what I used and how I did it, and then start pulling these little tacks out, I guess. So because it was given to me, and free's always nice, I'm going to use that stain and some good old shop towels, and boom. So pretty much you just, I did wear some gloves, but I'm sure I'll stain more wood and I'll get a shot of it. But pretty much fold that up into a square, as you can see here. You just fold it up into a square, get it saturated, and start wiping it in. Rub it into everything. Don't leave any bits sitting on it because it'll soak into the wood. The longer it soaks in, the darker that stain would be. I'll still have it so I can do the touch up afterwards, or whatever we cut. If we got clean ends that are exposed, I'll go ahead and get those stained up. But that's what's going to go in place of said trim board. So I'm gonna have that trim against this. I think we're going with a dark blue. It's like a grayish blue. I don't know, something my wife picked out. And then I think we're doing white as the ceiling. We talked about staining it. I don't really think we know what it is we're doing quite yet. So it's just gonna happen. We're gonna be like, look, there it is. I'm more worried about it being warm and having electric and some of the other amenities than what it looks like. So let's get some of these tacks out. Alright, so I got all them tacks beat in, so the next step is paint the ceiling white. So I ain't really worried about taping anything off. I'm not worried about these getting paint on them. I mainly just want the ceiling painted white. Then the sides are going to be this dark blue, and then the trim will cover it up. So as long as we don't touch the ceiling when we're painting the walls, it should be good to go. Let's get some paint going. There you got it, folks. Got her painted. So that's the next step. I might come through here with a brush and touch up these corners. That one box should fit like that, so you shouldn't see in the corners. But I might come through here with that brush real quick and kind of just go down through there and make sure that it's gonna cover. Touch all this corner up. I think I'm gonna build something over top of this, so I didn't even paint it back there. That's got the roof painted. I may have to do a second coat. Hey, we're getting somewhere. So after the roof dries, if I don't have to put a second coat on, then I'm gonna start installing the ceiling lights and paint the walls. The walls I'll have to be a little bit more careful, but hopefully once I get the ceiling lights installed, I can start tucking these wires in all the way around and they won't be in the way, and get these other panels up. I still got to install the 30 amp service and the breaker. Well, I'm gonna paint it, then install that. Then we'll be on the trim and then cabinets. So I'll catch you on the next step.